Item A, she was the first recipient of a monthly check. She received in $22.54 a month beginning in January of 1940. She's my hero because she lived to the ripe old age of 100. So your first lesson of the day is Social Security will pay you for as long as you're alive. They'll never call you up and say, Mr. or Mrs. Jones, your account is down to zero and the benefits stop next month.
As far as the future of Social Security is concerned, that $3 trillion we were talking about, by 2034, that's expected to be gone. Social Security, by law, cannot operate in the red. They are not allowed to spend more money than they've brought in. That means then in 2034, when that surplus is gone, they'll have enough money coming in, at least it's projected at this point, to pay about 77% of their obligation. That means people are going to see a 23% pay cut. Haven't found anybody yet willing to take a 23% pay cut. Remember, they pick your high 35 years, they add that all together, they divide that by 420, and that gives us the AMI, the average index monthly earnings.
Let's talk about spousal benefits. If I'm eligible for my own Social Security benefits, I may be eligible off of my spouse. Maybe my spouse is eligible off me. So let's talk about the requirements. For my spouse to be eligible for benefits off of me, she must be at least age 62. We have to be married for at least 12 months. Jim, is that continuously 12 months or can we start, stop, and start again?
Nope, that's 12 months continuous.
But the key here, though, is for my wife to be eligible off me, I need to be receiving a benefit. It could be a retirement benefit or a disability benefit, but I need to be receiving a Social Security benefit. Or I could have filed and suspended by April 29th of 2016. That would allow my wife to collect off me while I am in the suspension mode. But the new law currently is for my wife to collect off me, I have to be receiving a retirement or a disability benefit. It's time to think outside the box. Time to get back into that mindset. Thinking inside the box is too easy. That's when you look at benefits at 3 different ages. 62, full retirement age, and age 70. That information is right there in front of you on your Social Security benefit statement. The Social Security reps are good at thinking inside the box because that information is easy to find, and uninformed advisors tend to think inside the box too because they have no clue that you may have additional options. Thinking inside the box might also be telling somebody how to claim the benefits without taking into account the fact that, Jim, maybe they can file a restricted application. You have to get into the mindset of thinking outside the box. Let's look at some case studies. These are case studies that you contributed to the 2018 edition of the National Underwriting Company's book. And these case studies are great. They are all different and they all have unique situations related to them. I was really impressed when I looked at these case studies. We have full retirement ages in these case studies, Jim, anywhere between age 66 and age 67. We have case studies relating to deceased folks, case studies related to divorced spouses, so forth and so on.
At age 70 then, she'll switch to her own benefit, and now her 1002 is increased 32%, and her own benefit now is $1,322. We just took a stab and guessed at the widow's benefits. We don't know when Jose is going to apply, but if he files at his full retirement age, her survivor benefit would be $2,270. And we just use that as a constant figure throughout. Now, what would happen if she went down to the Social Security office? It's more likely option 2. She would file for benefits on her own work record and get $1,002 a month. Then Social Security would say, as an independently entitled divorced spouse, we can pay you an additional $133 and you'll receive a total of $1,135.
A word of advice for the advisors listening and watching these videos. A light bulb should go off, Jim. If a client of theirs they know was born on or before January 1st, 1954, a light bulb needs to go off indicating that the restricted application is on the table for those clients.